And welcome everyone to Lyndhurst Community News. Today is Wednesday, March 27th. Boy, how time is flying. Now this is episode 49, and I'm Brian Haggerty, and here is what's happening around our township this week. But before we begin, as always, don't forget to send in any news from your club, your organization, school, team, church, as well as birthdays and anniversaries of note, as well as engagements. Send them into lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com. And that email address, as is all contact information that is mentioned on this podcast, is available down below the video on YouTube in the description box. So if I mention an email address, a phone number, check for it right there. Okay, well, Easter week is here. So it's an abbreviated week, work and school week. Everybody has off on Friday. It's a federal holiday. We head toward the weekend. So it is a brief news week, but we do have plenty to share with you. And we'll start off with one of Lyndhurst's greatest annual traditions, the Little League Parade. Yes, the Little League Parade will take place on Saturday, April 6th. It begins at the Town Hall Park at, I believe, 10 a.m., and the teams will then organize, gather, line up, and they will march down Valleybrook Avenue toward Stuyvesant. They will head from Stuyvesant Avenue toward Tontine, and they'll hang a left, and they'll march from Tontine Avenue all the way down to the Little League Field right there in the county park on Riverside Avenue, where they will kick off the Little League season. And they'll begin the opening day with opening ceremonies as well as festivities. Now, this is always a great day, which kickstarts what I think is one of Lyndhurst's greatest traditions. Let's also hope that the weather stays well and is on the side for a nice parade that day. And it generally is. I've always noticed that anytime we have the Little League Parade, I don't remember it really having been rained out. It may have been, but most of the time it's a good day for a parade. So come on out and support the kids that day. Line them up on the streets and cheer them away. Okay, now last week, students of the Lyndhurst Middle School performed at their 2024 Regional Choir NJS MA performance. And we'd like to congratulate the following students who performed and represented our middle school. And those students are Elise Bosch, Caden Bertoli, Nicholas Brennan, Alexis Dembowski, my apologies, Gianna Lengua, Alexandra Ruiz, Isabella Sapone, and Madeline Scherzer. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. When you read these things off the cuff like this, I have a hard time sometimes. My apologies. But anyway, also this important, this Thursday, the Lyndhurst Police Department will be releasing their annual report for 2023, which will contain all of the data for calls for service, crime statistics, categories, as well as increases or decreases over the past year compared with previous years. Now, you could access this report on the township website, which is lyndhurstnj.org. It'll be in the description box. And I think I speak for everyone when I say what a great police department we have in Lyndhurst. And we want to thank all of them for their great service toward the safety and protection of our residents. And as you know, I like to always remind everybody that we do here in Lyndhurst have a volunteer fire department. And they need as much support as they can get, obviously. So there's still time to buy T-shirts and other apparel to support the Lyndhurst Volunteer Fire Department. Now, it's called the supporter shirt, and they have supporter shirt designs, which are available. They're available in gray or navy, as well as different apparel types, by the way. I think they have sweatshirts as well, maybe even hoodies. And this is how we support them. Now, the store is open until March 31st, so you have till the end of the month. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box below this video. Now, make sure when you go and click on this link, because there's several different stores there, click on the LFD supporters link, not the Lyndhurst Fire Department link. That's for members. This is for the supporters link, and this will bring you to the page with the supporters apparel. And So please make sure you show your support to our volunteer fire department who do an outstanding, superb job, and they are highly dedicated to our township. And here's another reminder that you have until April 2nd to purchase tickets to the Kingsland-Lyndhurst AARP fundraiser featuring the group Party of Five, who will be performing that evening. Now, the event is on Friday, April 5th. Doors open at 5 p.m. Now, there's going to be a lot more going on. They're going to have a 50-50 raffle, a lottery board, a gift card board, $500 cash prize, a calendar board, as well as tricky tray baskets. Now, it is a BYOB, and also bring your own food. So in other words, if you want to have an alcoholic adult beverage, bring it. Bring your own food and snacks. However, they will be serving desserts and non-alcoholic drinks. They will be available. Now, the tickets are only $30 a piece, and this is going to help support the AARP, who, by the way, turn around and make many, many donations to many organizations throughout the township. So this is money being moved around and to help other organizations in the township, other people in need. They do great work. That's our Kingsland-Lyndhurst AARP. But tickets will not be sold at the door. So if you want to reserve your ticket, call Marge at 201-755-8989. And remember, you have until April 2nd. Now, as I always tell you every week that we like to do every now and then birthdays and anniversaries of note, generally meaning people who have been married at a milestone, 50 years, 60 years, or birthdays of people who've made great milestones. And we've had a few of them on the show, and I appreciate those of you who have sent them in to me. We're yet to get an engagement, but that's okay. I'm sure some of you have children or grandchildren who are getting engaged, and when that time comes, we would love to share that wonderful news with all of the listeners. But this week, I happened to notice something on Facebook. I happened to notice that there was a great anniversary for someone who gives of himself to this township and his wife, and I wanted to purposely recognize them now. So I want to wish a very happy, it's an 8th anniversary, by the way. These are young people, but a happy 8th anniversary to Tarcisio and Jennifer Nunez. Now, the reason why I wanted to specifically congratulate them is because Tarcisio is a captain on our Lyndhurst volunteer emergency squad. As I always say, we have a volunteer fire department, but we also have a volunteer emergency squad. We do have paid members during the day, obviously, because people have to go to work, so someone has to be there on call. But Tarcisio has been a wonderful, dedicated volunteer member of our Lyndhurst emergency squad, wonderful member of our community, and I want to wish them both a very happy and blessed anniversary. All right, let's see what else we have here as I scroll through. Okay, so last week, because that's pretty much the news, so last week I gave you another trivia question, and that question was this. The name Lyndhurst means A, wooded hill growing with lime trees, B, farmland near the river, C, village by the meadows, or D, grove of the linden trees. Now, this was a tricky one, and I have to tell you, I didn't know the answer either. I had to look it up. And, of course, the answer is in Joe Coffone's My Lyndhurst, one of the greatest, the greatest, most definitive history book on the township of Lyndhurst that's available on Amazon. But here's what the correct answer is, and I'll bet you this is going to surprise a lot of people. The correct answer is A, a wooded hill growing with lime trees. Now, that was a tricky one, but a few of you did get it correct. You probably had to cheat like I did, but anyway, at least you got it. So I want to congratulate Judy Lento, Paul Passamano, and Bob Warzakowski for getting the answer correct. A couple of you answered that it was a grove of linden trees, which I probably would have thought that. Now, Lyndhurst is an Old English name, meaning wooded hill with lime trees. Who would have thought? Do we have lime trees in Lyndhurst? I mean, is that even possible to grow limes in this area? I don't think so. I don't know. We'll have to find out, but that's what it means. But now, on to this week's trivia question. Here we go. Which of the following once referred to areas of town? A, the Hook, B, the hill, C, the patch, D, Dead Man's Corner, or E, all of the above. So if you think you know, email your answer to lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com. And if you get it right, we'll mention your name on next week's episode. Okay. I am working on some interesting things to share with you in the next couple of weeks. Don't know when I'm going to have the information, but I am working on it. And I'll share it with you as soon as I get it. But this is a light news week, as I said, with the holiday coming up. But let's see here. In the meantime, what I'd like to say is, from me to all of you, would like to wish all of you who celebrate a very happy and blessed Easter. And always remember, like we say here every week, a community. It's not its roads, it's not its homes, it's not its buildings. A community is made up of its people. So get to know your neighbors and support your local merchants to the best that you can. And let's keep Lyndhurst the wonderful community it always has been. And, of course, don't forget to check the batteries on your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. So that's the news this week, folks. Have a wonderful Easter. May you all be blessed and our township blessed as well. This is Brian Haggerty, and I'll see you next week.